So hello guys, welcome. This video is a continuation of my previous video, CCR familiarization. In my previous video, I've shown you all the items and I've explained you in detailed manner. So in this video, we will see operation of loading and discharging valve from CCR screens or from push buttons. So all the new build ships or the advanced ships, they have this facility of operating loading and discharging valve from CCR. So I'll be showing you examples of different ships and different panels. How would we operate loading and discharging valves? So let's start. So before proceeding to various remote control panels for loading and discharging, I would like to show you few things so that we all have same level of understanding. But if you just want to see the remote control panels for loading and discharging, you can click on the timeline as mentioned below. So as you can see over here, inside any cargo tank, there are two lines which are coming. One is discharge line, which is on my left side, and one is drop line, which is also called as loading line, which is on my right side. So now we have seen inside the cargo tank. If you would come out from the cargo tank and just above the cargo tank, if you would look, you would find that at pump stack area, you can see this drop line. This line is going inside the cargo tank. This drop line is there only till above the cargo tank, or it's only there till pump stack area. The other line, which is discharge line, in this case over here, this line is going towards the manifold. So all the point I want to emphasize over here is that only one line from each cargo tank, only one line will go towards the manifold, and this drop line is only there till pump stack area. That's it. So before explaining the CCR screen panels, I've tried to explain them on paper first so that we understand better. But if you just directly want to go to CCR screen panel, you can see that time mentioned below and you can proceed directly. So guys, for better understanding or for simplification, I have drawn three different samples of CCR panel or three different lineups which you can possibly encounter, and we'll understand this first, and then we will go to the CCR screen panels, and then we will understand those. So for simplification, what I've done is we will assume that we are port side alongside. We are using a single tank. This is one starboard cargo tank. Just for example, you can assume any tank, but for this example purpose, we have assumed that this is one starboard cargo tank. And before starting, I would like to tell you over here is drop valve is, the meaning of drop valve is loading valve, or the valve which is used to load. Then discharge valve is for discharging. So let us just assume that if we are discharging from this particular CCR panel, and that is one starboard. So always remember this, that if you ever see this symbol, that means that is pump. So if we are discharging from this CCR panel, what we would do is first we will start the pump, the cargo will flow over here, we will open the discharge valve, then the cargo will flow over here, and it will go in both the directions, this direction and that direction. So as we are not loading, we will keep this drop valve shut. So the cargo will stop over here, it will come over here, it will flow in this line, go to this side, and it will go on both sides, port side and also starboard side. Normally on manifolds, we have manual valves. We don't have hydraulic valves on manifold. So we will open this manual valve and let the cargo go from port side, if we are port side alongside. And the cargo will always be coming towards here, but as this valve on starboard side manifold, it is shut, then the cargo will not be flowing over here. The cargo will be stopped over here, and the cargo will be passing through port side manifold. So this is very simple or very basic one. And just to summarize it, I would write over here, for discharging, what we have to start is pump, then discharge valve, we have to open discharge valve, and we have to open port side manual valve. So these three valves we have to open in case of discharging from this first example. Now if we have to load, for example, if we have to load from this port side manifold, what we have to do is open this manual valve. So we will open port side manual valve, the cargo will come over here, cargo will come over here, cargo will come, it will go to this line also, and it will go to this manifold also. As this manifold valve will be shut, the cargo will come over here, and we will keep this discharge valve shut. So if we keep the discharge valve shut, the cargo will enter to drop valve, and we will open this drop valve and we will load the cargo. For here we loading, we have to open this port side manifold valve and drop valve. So this is an ideal situation. Now if we go to second CCR, if for example on a different ship, here what we have to do is, for example, if we are discharging, start the pump, the cargo will come over here. This is drop valve, but the drop valve is not directly coming in between the lines, so we don't have to worry about it. This is discharge valve. Open the discharge valve, let the cargo flow. Again it will go on both sides, port side and starboard side. Now we have assumed that we are discharging from port side, so we'll open this manifold and the cargo would pass over here. So here also for discharging, what we have to do, we have to start pump, we have to open discharge valve, and we have to open port manifold valve. Now if we are loading over here, so what we will do is open port side manifold valve, the cargo would come over here, it will go here and it will go here, but this manifold valve is shut, so the cargo will stop here over here, or it will stay over here. Then as this line is open, the cargo will come over here. Now for loading, here we have to open the discharge valve, so the discharge valve will be open and the cargo will come into drop line. We will open this drop line. So in this particular case, what we have did is we have opened both discharge valve and drop valve, both. So for loading, here we have to open port manifold, then loading valve, or as we call drop valve, and also discharge valve. So this was the catch over here. In the previous case, we have just opened discharge valve and did the discharging. For loading, we just opened manifold valve over here, the cargo came, and we opened drop valve and we keep this discharge valve shut. But here for loading, we have to open this manifold valve, let the cargo come, and we have to open the discharge valve and also open the drop valve. So here both of the valves to be opened in case of loading, but in case of discharging, only discharge valve to be opened. Then there is example for third type of CCR. Here what we have is, for discharging, we will open or we will start the pump, open the discharge valve, the cargo will come over here, open the master valve. Sometimes it is called as line master, or sometimes just called as master valve or main valve, different names are there. We will open this, the cargo will flow over here. The cargo will also flow to the drop line or drop valve, but as this valve will be shut, the cargo will not be passing over here, so the cargo will just flow in straight line. We'll open this port side manifold valve and we would do discharging. So here what we have did is, we have started the pump, open discharge valve, master valve and manifold valve. So this valve is not there on all ships. I've seen on very few ships this master valve. This is an extra valve. Like for example, on other two ships we have only two valves, drop and discharge. Sometimes the drop is behind the discharge valve, sometimes the drop valve is after the discharge valve. But over here we have an extra valve, that is master valve. Now for loading, what we have to do, open the port side manifold valve, the cargo will come, it will also come over here, but as this valve will be closed, it will stay over here, it will come over here. We have to open the master valve, keep discharge valve shut and open drop valve. So the cargo will come over here and we will load through drop line. So that's about. So in loading, we have to open port manifold, master valve and drop line. So as we have understand this, now it will be very easy for you to understand on CCR screen or CCR panels, different panels. This port side manifold, it was just an example. If you are alongside starboard side, you will open starboard side manifold and you will keep this shut. So the cargo would come over here and you can discharge from here. If you are loading, you would load from the cargo will come from here and it will go towards here.
So hello guys, welcome. This is our example number 1, where we have cargo hydraulic valve remote control system. So whenever you go on ships, this is normally called as VRCS system in short form. So this is our cargo remote valve control system, and always on any ship you go, any panel you see, it will be numbered from forward to aft. So this is forward, number 1 tank, number 2, number 3, 4, 5. So in sequential order from forward to aft, all the tanks will be numbered on any ship you go, it does not matter. So you remember this naming. This side, this is port side, this side is starboard side. To simplify for you, I'll just make a line. I'll write over here. So this is port side, and this is starboard side. So all these tanks will be numbered as port, and all these tanks will be numbered as starboard. So this is like 1 port, 2 port, 3 port, 4 port. So like these tanks will be numbered. So on this ship we have till 8 number of cargo tanks. So sometimes this 8th one or the last one is sometimes also called as slop tank. So same on the starboard side also. Here also it will be numbered as 1, 2, 3, but it will be called as 1 starboard, 2 starboard, 3 starboard, 4 starboard, 5 starboard. So now one more thing, this area over here is called as manifold area, where our shore hose or loading arm will be connected. So this will be called as port side manifold. Here this will be called as starboard side manifold. So now with respect to that, there is one more information, that it is a requirement that both the side of manifold have equal number of lines. So like it cannot happen that here we have 16 lines, here we have 15 lines. So both the side will have same number of lines. And now one more thing, that from each tank you will see there is only one line going, which is being divided into two, port and starboard. So this line will be like, this is 1 port, this is 1 starboard, 2 port, 2 starboard, 3 port, 3 starboard, like this. Till 8 wings we will have line on both sides, port side and starboard side. So now we are ready with our basics. So now we will do discharging from any one tank. So let us just assume that we are discharging from one port on port side. So what we will do, we will start the pump. So this symbol, whenever you say this symbol, this means pump. So I've already explained this on the paper. So this symbol, whenever you see, this means pump. So how will you discharge from this particular tank is, you will start the pump, the cargo will flow. This is our discharge valve over here. The cargo will come over here, it will go to the manifold, it will come to this line, and it will go on both sides, on starboard side and also on port side. So now it depends which side manifold you open, the cargo will go towards that side. So if you keep this manifold shut, the cargo will pass through here. So the discharging is pretty much simple. You start the pump, open the discharge valve. So this is discharge valve. Pump will start, the cargo will flow over here, the cargo will flow over here, the cargo will also go over here. But this is our drop valve. We will close our drop valve. We'll keep our drop valve shut. The cargo will pass through here. It will go towards both the side of manifold. Whichever side of manifold we open, the cargo will be discharged from. So now same thing, if you want to discharge this one port from starboard side, same thing, start the pump, open the discharge valve, the cargo will flow from here, the cargo will flow in this line, it will flow in this line. You just have to trace the line, keep this manifold valve shut, and you can trace the line. The line is also coming over here. So the cargo will flow from there till here. You open this manifold valve and the cargo will be discharged from here, starboard side. Let me just show you one more example. From one starboard, if you want to discharge, again same thing, start the discharge pump, open the discharge valve, keep the loading valve shut. This is our loading valve. Keep the loading valve shut, start the pump, start discharge valve, the cargo will flow over here, it will go over here, and this is our one starboard line. This was one port, now this is one starboard. So it is on both the sides. So if you will open this, the cargo will be discharged from here. If you keep this shut, the cargo will come over here. If you open this manifold valve, the cargo will be discharged from here. So it just depends. You have to just trace the line and the cargo will be discharged simply. So now we'll see loading in tank one port. So how will we load? If there is a hose connected at one port, the cargo will come over here. We will open this valve, the cargo will come over here. In this case also, the cargo will flow to the other side of the manifold, but as this manifold will be shut, there is no space for the cargo. So cargo will start flowing towards the valve which is open. Here in this case we have to open discharge valve. So in loading here in this particular ship, on this particular ship, we have to open the discharge valve. So we will open discharge valve, the cargo will flow over here, and the cargo will be loaded from this drop valve. So we will open this drop valve also, and the cargo will be loaded. So this is about loading in this ship. So now let us see how we operate these valves from CCR. Now to open any valve on this panel over here, there are two buttons given, left and right, and a trackball is given. So this is just like a fixed mouse, like just how you have in a computer. So what we will do to open any, for example, now if you want to open this drawer, I will click left and it will show three options: open, shut and exit. So I'll click on left, click open. Now you can see the drop valve is opening. So 4-port drop valve is open. Now if I want to shut this, again left click on this valve, again open, shut, and now I have to click right and I'll close this. So now you can see the drop valve is shut. Again for discharge valve, click left on the valve. You have an option open. Now here the discharge valve will open in percentage, 25, 50, 75, 100. So that's how it opens. If I want to shut it, again out of these three options I have to click on stop and again click stop, again click stop, again click stop. So it will close 75%, 50%, 75% and 100%. That's how the discharge valve will be closed. So guys, this over here is a second example where you can see these are the cargo tank, 1 port, 2 port, 3 port, and like this till slop port, and same on starboard side, 1 starboard, 2 starboard till slop starboard, and in between they have a residual tank. Now because this particular loading and discharging panel is occupying full screen, so I won't be able to explain you manifold arrangement, because on this ship the manifold arrangement is different. So that is why I'm just going to zoom in, and now we'll be able to see only 1, 2 and 3 number of tanks, because I want to explain manifold arrangements. So I'll just zoom in now. So now I've zoomed in, so you can see only 3 tanks over here, 3 port and till 3 starboard, and this is our manifold arrangement. You can see this is our port side manifold, this is our starboard side manifold. There are two things which are very important. Here you can see at manifold, like in our earlier example, we only had one valve at manifold, but here we have 3 valves plus a line master for each tank. So this is an important thing. The second important thing over here is, as you can see, 1 port cargo tank and 1 starboard cargo tank, they both have common line. This line is a common line for both tanks. This line is coming over here and it is getting divided here 1 port and here 1 starboard. So basically those are just a single line. So this is the difference. Like in our earlier example, we have single line for each tank. Here for a one set of tank we have one line, like 1 wings have one line, 2 wings have one line, and 3 port 3 starboard, this also has one line. So this was the important point which I want to tell you. Now we will do loading and discharging on this type of panel. We'll see how will we load and discharge on this kind of a panel. So let us see first discharging of 1 port. So as I've told earlier, like this simple, whenever you see this means pump. So what you would do to discharge 1 port, you would start the pump. This is discharge valve. You will open the discharge valve. The cargo will flow over here. Keep this heater valve shut. So the cargo will flow over here. Also keep this is drop valve in 1 port. You keep this valve shut. The cargo will flow over here and it will also go to the other tank because the line is common, 1 port and 1 starboard here on this ship. So we'll keep discharge valve shut. We'll keep drop valve shut. So the cargo will go there and it will go to manifold. So here when it comes to manifold, you can see over here there is one valve. So this over here is called line master. This number, valve number 115. This valve is common for 1 port and 1 starboard. This valve, as you can see, the line is common. This valve is also common. So you will open this valve. The cargo will flow both side, port and starboard. So from wherever side, whichever side you want to do discharging. If you want to do discharging from here, you will open this manifold valve. If you want to do discharging from this side, you would open this manifold valve. Now we would do loading of 1 port. Now let us say we are loading from here. So what we will do, we will open this manifold valve. The cargo will flow over here also. We will keep this manifold valve shut. The cargo will come over here. We will open this line master. The cargo will flow over here. The cargo will flow over here. We will open this drop valve and that's it. The cargo will flow inside the cargo tank. 1 port cargo tank. We will keep this discharge valve shut for 1 port. We will keep this discharge valve for 1 starboard shut and this discharge valve shut because the cargo will also flow over it. Now let us assume that this is 2 port cargo tank and we have connected shore hose over here. Now we want to load 2 wings and 1 wings from this same hose. So how would we load over here is, the cargo will come from here. We will open this manifold valve. Now there are 2 crossovers, valve number 124, valve number 125. You will open this. The cargo will flow over here. and now the cargo is in crossover line. So the cargo will flow over here. It will go over here. This is one wings crossover, wall number 123, 122. We will open this. Do not open this manifold wall because we don't want the cargo to go that side. We will keep this shut. So the cargo will come over here and again it will come back over here. So then we will open this line master valve. The cargo will flow over here, and same thing. If you want to load on both the tanks, we will open this wall number 15 over here so that the cargo can go. We will keep this wall number 001 or the discharge valve shut. Same over here. We will keep this drop valve, wall number 16 open, and keep this wall number 002 shut. The cargo will. So this is how we will load in one wings, and in two wings the cargo will be coming over here. Same. We will open this wall number 116. This is line master for two wings. The cargo will come over here. Same thing. Same like one wings. Open the drop valves, wall number 117. 017, and you would do loading inside the tank. Keep this wall shut. Keep here this wall shut. Come over here and open this wall number 18, and the cargo will be loaded in this tank. So this is how we use this crossover line. So same is the case for discharging. If you want to do discharging from one wings through two port or two wings manifold, how would we do is, so now for example, if you want to discharge this one starboard from two wings manifold, how would we discharge it? Same, start the pump, the cargo will flow to discharge line, keep this drop valve shut, the cargo will flow over here, it will also go to the other tank, keep the other tank's valve shut, discharge and drop shut, the cargo will flow over here, open the line master valve, the cargo will flow over here. Now if you will keep this valve number 101, this port side manifold valve shut, the cargo will come to here, valve number 122, open this, valve number 123, open this, the cargo will come over here, and this is crossover line. So you will see that the cargo is flowing over here. Now you can open valve number 125, valve number 126, the cargo will flow over here, and if you will open this valve number 103, you can see the cargo is going through two port manifold. The cargo will also flow over here, but you have to keep this wall line master valve shut, and this wall also shut. So the cargo will be over here, but if you would open only this wall and this line master and starboard side manifold wall, you will keep it shut, the cargo will flow from here. As this panel is big, so it will not be very comfortable to explain loading and discharging from this tank and showing the manifold area. So hence, just for easiness, I'll be showing you loading and discharging from the midship tanks so that we have a clear view on manifold area. So as I've told you earlier also, so whenever you see this symbol, that means pump, just for your knowledge, but here the symbol is little bit different, but this symbol also here means pump only. So let us now start loading on 5 port. We'll first load in 5 port, then we will load in 5 starboard, then we'll do discharging from both the tanks one by one. So over here they have shown the manifold area here. So this is port side manifold, all these connections are port side manifold, and all this is starboard side manifold. So now let us see discharging from 5 port cargo tank. So first we will start the pump, the cargo will flow over here, we'll keep, this is drop valve, we'll keep our drop valve shut so the cargo won't go over here. We'll continue discharging, the cargo will flow over here, and if you would trace the line, you can see the line is coming till here, so the cargo will come till here. Now if we are discharging from port side manifold, the cargo will flow here, and we will open this manifold wall, and then the cargo will go out from there, and we'll keep this manifold wall shut. So this is discharging from 5 port. Now again, if we are loading from 5 port from port side manifold only, we will open this manifold wall, the cargo will flow over here, we'll keep this wall shut, the cargo will flow over here, and in this case we have to open the discharge valve. Then only the cargo will be able to pass, and then we will open this drop valve, and then the cargo will be loaded from here. So this is the diagram. We'll open this, the cargo will flow over here, we have to open the discharge valve, and then the cargo will be loaded into 5 port. So in this particular CCR, these are spring loaded push button valves. Means unlike our other screens where I've shown you that those are operated from mouse, these are spring loaded push button. So you have to press them to open or to shut. For each tank, like for discharge valve, there are 2 buttons, shut and open. Same for drop valve, there are 2 buttons, shut and open. The green light you can see over there which is lighted, that means those valves are open. So for example, this is one port discharge valve, this is open. Yes, you can see the green light. Same for 2 starboard, you can see that is green light, that is open. But now in case of 2 port, you can see below the shut button there is no light, neither below that open button there is any light. So that means the bulb is fused for that particular tank. It might be open, it might be shut. So this is how it is for. So now here we'll see, for example, shutting and opening of valves. So for example, this valve is open. If I want to shut this, I'll press this shut button, close the flap. Same for 9 starboard. If I want to shut, this is also open drop valve. If I want to shut this, I'll press the shut button and I'll close the flap and I'll wait. So it is just a general practice that do not press too many buttons at same time. Otherwise, you might get hydraulic pressure low alarm in VRCS system. So we'll wait for this light to get ignited below this button of 9 port and 9 starboard. So that is just like an indication that our valves is properly shut or properly open, whatever command we have given. So now I'm waiting for 9 starboard. Now the light is there below the shut button. So now in same manner I can continue giving my command, 1 or 2 valves at a time, not more than that. So that's it for part 2 of this video. In the next part I will show you different cargo monitoring panels. So that will be a very small video. So just to make you familiarize with different types of model, I will show you CCR cargo monitoring panels and different high level and overfill alarms. So that's it. We'll see you in the next part.